Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Monty 125 Bully Camp. I want to make a quick video talking about overfeeding and obesity in dogs. Being a bully breeder, I can tell you a lot of times when people get into the bully breed, like get into breeding themselves, and they get a bully, or even some people that's not even breeding, they get a bully puppy. One of the first things they start looking up is what to feed my American bully to get it thicker. Well, one thing I can tell you is this: if your dog got the right blood, you don't have to worry about if it's going to be thick or not. I have a female, my foundation girl Hazel. She was eating, not even exaggerating. You can fill her bowl up. Let's just say today Wednesday, you can fill it up Wednesday morning, and the last kibble will be out of the bowl like Friday, the middle of the day. And if you fill the bowl back up, she's not touching it, for another probably day or so. And she consistently was thick. I know people will tell you who've seen her. I used to base her look off of what I knew about her eating, and other people will see her and like, man, that's a thick girl, And her dad was a monster dog. He was really wide, but she was a thick girl. But me, I couldn't see it because I lived with her, one, and two, I was basing it off of how she ate. No matter what, I probably went through so many dog foods, probably 17 dog foods just in 1 year, just to try to see what she'll like and what she doesn't like. And a lot of those videos that say what to feed my American bully to get it thicker, you can look up. None of them answer the question on, okay, what about when you run into a dog that does not care to eat raw, cooked? Hazel didn't care. Now she does like being around us when we're cooking, but Hazel just didn't have that appetite like I've seen other dogs have. But I'm making this to make it clear, and anybody, you can go to any vet. Don't think just because it's an American bully that it's supposed to be fat. That's actually not true. You should be able to feel your dog's ribs regardless of breed. I don't care if you got the most extreme bully. You should be able to feel their ribs, not necessarily see them or they should look like lean, or that's not it, but you should be able to feel your dog's ribs. If you can't feel your dog's ribs by reaching, rubbing them down there, it's a huge chance your dog is overweight. And like I said, I know we're bully breeders, and bully breeders, some people may not like that, but it's the truth. You can ask any vet, or at least most vets will tell you that you should be able to have a comfortable feel. Also, a nice comfortable dip in the waistline. The waistline shouldn't be so fat and it's just like to where it's just so fat. And you can tell also your dog, how does it move? When your dog is overweight, they're not going to move the same as when they were, like comfortable weight. Me, I can tell you, my girl Hazel, again, using her, she wasn't losing weight. She was a solid 55-pound girl, moving comfortably, even though she wasn't eating right. So me, I was concerned at first, but as the time went by, she's a 4-year-old girl now, but as the time went by, I started to see, okay, hold on, she's fine. She's not sick. She's not lethargic. Everything is fine with her. She just is not a motivated eater. But yes, she kept a very consistent weight. She was very thick, because the American bully breed is thick regardless. Whether it's a standard XL, a pocket, a micro, all that, it's still going to be a thicker dog. But it's a such thing as overfeeding. A lot of times we get into these videos and what to feed my dog, and give it some dine or this. Technically speaking, with the dine and any like calorie supplement, if you got a bully, like we're going to use a dog bloodline that's very popular today. You look at Grimm, Rockefeller Grimm dogs. They're big dogs, like they're not little. You technically don't have to give one of those dogs no dine. I mean, they're not, lacking in pretty much like, they are not lacking in size or nothing like that. You feel me? There's some thick dogs just regardless. You should give dine or, like calorie supplements to maybe a nursing mom, a dog, a female that's nursing, or, like my girl Hazel, she actually loses a lot of weight when she has puppies. Like Hazel is, like I said, she's not a motivated eater, so she gets really small. You wouldn't believe it's the same dog, and she definitely needs some dine, some type of calorie supplement. And then also the protein. Giving your dog over protein, like a lot of breeders do that, a lot of bully owners do that. protein, if your dog is not active, you don't need to give it that much protein, man. It's not, you're not working. It's not doing nothing to where it needs to, for the muscles or the recovery with the protein. You don't need it. And that's for active dogs, a high protein count. But again, this video was just to, pretty much tell you, it's a such thing as overfeeding. It's a such thing as having an overweight American bully. You should be able to feel the rib cage. And like I said, I believe it can be it's an opinion, but I believe any vet will tell you should be able to feel your dog's ribs regardless of breed. And like I said, not necessarily that it's like it should be skinny to where it's sucking the ribs. No, but you should be able to feel your bull's ribs. You know what I mean? And also the dip. It should be like you should be able to see a comfortable dip, not necessarily like a skinny waist. Like a lot of different terrier breeds, but you should definitely see a nice little comfortable dip in there. But again, this is such thing as overfeeding. Don't get caught up in these what to feed your bully to get thicker. If you got the right blood, it's going to be thick regardless of what you feed it. I can tell you that. Supplements can definitely give it a boost, but your dog is going to be thick if it got the right blood. And then again, if it's an a true American bully, it's going to be a nice size, bull, whether standard, pocket, or XL. It doesn't matter, But again, don't overfeed your bulls. Let's have healthy bulls. Let's not make our bulls have joint problems when they get older because we gave them so many calories and so much food to get them thick. Now they can't even properly hold that weight. Let's make some healthy bulls. Again, it's Monty from 125.